video is about profit sharing in a project finance transaction. How to integrate the profit sharing mechanism into your project finance models. Okay, now let's go and do some spreadsheet work. I prepared a very simple financial model, a one-pager, which has the inputs on top, and then we have the outputs, and we have a section for the calculation. And I'm going to take you through the spreadsheet now. So if you want to build the profit sharing mechanism into your financial model, what you need to do is to maybe incorporate this module in where you're doing the equity return calculation, or you can create a separate worksheet and call it profit sharing. So basically what you need to create this mechanism is to get this line from your cash flow waterfall, which is the net cash flow available to equity, this line. So basically you have your cash flow waterfall somewhere in your model where you go through the revenues, and based on the priority of the cash flow item, you create this cash flow statement. So basically you need this line called cash flow available for equity. And what you need to do is to create the equity IRR after profit sharing return calculation in this model, which is a simple equity IRR calculation. So let's, before getting into the model mechanic, just look at it. So based on this equity IRR curve that I see here, I know that in these years, I am not distributing any of the profit to workers because the IRR is basically negative. And based on this profit sharing that we discussed and we went through together, we know that the minimum equity return required by the owners is 15%. Anything below 15% will not trigger the profit sharing mechanism. Then we know that here, before we get to 20%, the profit sharing will be 10%, and after that it will be 20%. So basically the simple thing is to create the different flags here for the different thresholds that we have. So in threshold 1, we know that here, which doesn't trigger the profit sharing mechanism, we just create a simple flag that can depict when this threshold, IRR threshold 1, applies. Another one for threshold 2, and another one for threshold 3 and 4. So once we have this set of flags, which gonna make our model dynamic, because if this mechanism changes and there is a different hurdles applicable, then this basically flag is going to pick it up. Same thing stands for the IRR. If the IRR changes, these flags needs to depict where and which profit sharing percentages is applicable. Don't forget to check out part 3 of this series. You can also sign up for my course on project finance spreadsheet design by visiting my website at www.phoenixmode.com.